single day.
Case dismissed against the Guatemalan migrant who was charged in connection with the death of a St. Johns County sheriff's deputy last year. The state attorney's office says, based on expert testimony, which found Virgilio Aguilar Mendez incompetent for legal proceedings, dropping the charges against him is appropriate. News 4 Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is joining us now live. Marilyn, you've been following this case ever since his arrest last May. His defense attorney says this decision is justice for his client.
Yes, attorneys say they are elated for Aguilar Mendez. This is a younger picture of the now 18-year-old. He came to this country to help provide for his family back in Guatemala. While sending money to his family, he was waiting for a court hearing on his immigration status. You know, this was just an unfortunate situation because, one, Sergeant Michael Kunovich died, but two, Aguilar Mendez spent 8 months in jail charged with his death. Here's a statement from the St. Johns County Sheriff, Rob Hardwick. It says, I continue to stand behind Sergeant Kunovich's actions on the night of May 19, 2023. The danger associated with law enforcement is a risk we assume when we enter this profession. Aguilar Mendez's defense attorney, Jose Baez, spoke about this case this afternoon. He had very strong words for the sheriff and the sheriff's office, saying this was clearly a case of racial profiling, and says the sheriff created a culture where people and minorities are treated in the manner that is less than human.
A culture that starts and ends with the sheriff, specifically in this case, the sheriff of St. Johns County, who not only doubled down but tripled down and then some by creating a false narrative that this young man, this essentially a boy who came into this country at the age of 17 years old, somehow failed to follow an officer's instructions. And Sheriff Hardwick then goes on to claim that if he had only followed the officer's instructions, their police officer would still be alive. I would like to one day see Sheriff Hardwick comply with the orders while given to him in ma'am or even Spanish. And I can guarantee you he would not comply. And to say something so outrageous and then make a claim that somehow Virgilio was going to utilize a knife when knowing full well that was an outright lie.
Aguilar Mendez still has an immigration hold. His attorneys say he was waiting to attend an immigration court, and he's not a danger to the community. Now, once he's released, the Guatemalan Mayan Center will help him out, and his attorneys say they aren't trying to take advantage of this situation, but they say they want to make it right for him. Tom?
Profile attorney now represents a Guatemalan teen charged in connection to the death of a St. Johns County officer. Jose Baez says his client was unlawfully arrested by police. Virgilio Aguilar Mendez is charged with manslaughter in the traffic stop that ended with the deputy's death. Cheyenne Cole is on your side with what Baez told ABC News in an exclusive interview. Cheyenne joins us now live. And Cheyenne, he believes that Mendez was racially profiled?
That's right, Heather. Jose Baez says he was disgusted and angered when he saw video of the encounter between Virgilio Aguilar Mendez and Sergeant Michael Kunovich. Kunovich had no right to engage Mendez or put him in a position where he was not free to leave, according to Baez. The state attorney's office's case against Virgilio Aguilar Mendez is on hold. Back in December, the Guatemalan 18-year-old was ruled mentally incompetent by a judge because of his lack of understanding of the criminal justice system.
And that really puts a stay on all court proceedings. We really can't do anything at this point. Look, we want to resolve the case.
Aguilar Mendez is accused of manslaughter in connection to the death of St. Johns County Sheriff Sergeant Michael Kunovich. An arrest report says Kunovich approached Mendez due to suspicious behavior in May 2023. Mendez began to walk away after telling the officer he didn't speak English, and a struggle ensued. Minutes later, Kunovich died, and an autopsy report revealed he suffered cardiac dysrhythmia. Mendez's attorney, Jose Baez, telling ABC News, quote, I think the fact that the sheriff's office decided to charge him and continue to want to have him prosecuted is a reflection of their culture and their lack of understanding of diversity within not only their community, but the United States. Baez also denied police reports that Mendez armed himself with a folding pocket knife, but instead had his life savings and cash that he was trying to protect. State Attorney R.J. Larissa says Mendez cannot stand trial until he's ruled competent.
We will continue to work with whoever's representing, the defendant in this case, but at this point, competency it really trumps everything. We filed a motion, I think, in response to the motion to dismiss, and beyond that, we really don't have any comment.
Mendez has been in custody since last May, and over 600,000 people have signed a petition on change.org demanding he be released immediately. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office declined to comment on this story due to pending litigation. Reporting in studio, Cheyenne Cole, First Coast News, on your side.